How fitting, how beautiful, that a day should be set aside in our hearts to honor that vast army of dedicated soldiers, great in numbers than the men who fought in wars, that numberless host whose centennial watch is never done, whose arms are never laid down, whose warfare permits of no discharge, and in which there is never a moment that they shall fall on the field of battle, the great army of mothers. We hail them today and do them honor. They are a sacrificial host, the great givers and sufferers of all race. We never see a strong man striding forth in his strength, for which some mothers has not suffered and given on her strength. We never see a blooming girl with rosy cheeks and shiny eyes, and for whom some mothers has not gradually faded and given of her own bloom, beauty, and youth. They bleed that we may be blessed. They keep watch that we may take rest and sleep. They suffer, oftentimes die, that we may live. Our mothers are our comforter in sorrow and the healer of our hearts when they are hurt. When the little child cries with loneliness in the dark and still nights, and sobs and mourns and reaches out little hands and arms, it is for a mother. When we are hurt, we run to our mother and find in her loving arms its comfort from all fears and grief, and healing for every wound. When we are foolish or have a problem that is perplexing, a hunger to satisfy, a shame to confess, or a triumph to announce, we go to our mother, for she will understand. When we are weary by the toil and strife of life, and our hearts is harassed by uncertainties and doubt, we turn to our mothers and our mother God. And when we wrestle with death, which tighten its icy fingers upon us, and mark us and claim us for our own strength has failed, how often our thoughts turn to mother. When the son of a mother lay dying, he was asked if there was anything he wanted, turned his face to the wall, his heart broken up. The son sobbed, "I want my mother." In the hour of death, his heart turned as a little child to his mother. Here is the responsibility of motherhood. She can hold her child to goodness and God, not by force, but by affection, not by compulsion of command, but by the compulsion of high and holy character. I have been asked how mothers can hold their boy and keep them in path of rectitude and godliness. And I can only reply to such question this way. A mother will help her child, not so much by what you say as by what you are and what you do. Command their respect, their admiration, and their love by loftiness and firmness of character, by patient steadfastness and well-doing, by sweetness of spirit, by gentleness and graciousness of speech, by the power of the Spirit of Christ abiding in your cleansed heart. And though they may for a time wander away from you, yet unseen change still blind them to you, and they will return, drawn back by the biblical cord of love. Abraham Lincoln's mother died when he was only 8 years old, but at the height of his fame and power, he said, "All I am, I owe to my angel mother." One boy wrote a note to his mother and told her she was to him a piece of God. The note read, "Dear little piece of God, a mother's debt to her son, minding the baby 60 cents, chopping and burning in wood 90 cents, mailing letters for a week $1, going to the shop 60 cents, total $2.90. And this he placed next to her plate at the table. His mother looked at it, smiled, with many thoughts going through her mind, and presented the son at their next meal the same note where she had wrote on the back of the piece of paper these words: "For caring for you through years of infancy to this date, no charge. For being there to help you take your first walking steps, no charge. For nursing you through 2 dangerous illness, no charge. For preparing your meal for you every day, no charge. For buying, washing, and mending your clothes, no charge. For staying awake many long hours when you was frightened and afraid of the dark, no charge. For helping you with your homework, no charge. For wiping your tears and replacing it with a smile, no charge. Total, no charge." And when the little boy read the note, the sacrifices and unwearied devotion of his mother dawned upon him. And with his tears in his eyes, he threw his arms around his mother and begged pardon for his thoughtfulness. The glory of motherhood is the glory of unveiling patience. A daughter once said to her mother one day, "Mother, why do you tell Peter the same thing over 20 times? She quietly replied with a smile, "Because 19 times won't do." Oh, the patience of mother. The glory of motherhood is the glory of unweaving faith and undying hope. A mother dedicated her baby to God, and in prayer felt a conviction and assurance that he would preach the gospel. But instead of giving his heart to God, he fell into sin, and instead of preaching, he became a drunken infidel truck driver and plagued by infidelity. But the mother still prayed and believed and hoped. One day she was sent for and told that he was dying. She went quietly to his home saying, "He is not dying. He will live and yet preach the gospel." And live he did, and preach the gospel he did like a living flame of fire. The glory of motherhood is the glory of unselfishness. The glory of motherhood is the glory of love that never fades from dusk to dawn. You can never wear it out because a mother's love is strong. It will live through sin and shame, hurt and wrong. And even though the world is filled with enemies and friendships will die, though you may be covered in sin, a mother will hear your cry, and she will love you and forgive. There are many things that money can buy, but there are many valuable things that money can't buy, because there are things that are genuine and must come from the heart, from the unselfish side of us. Unconditional love is something that money can't buy. A mother can hear her child cry out of a crowded room of excited children. A mother has a sixth sense of when something is wrong with her child before it may even happen. And every mother knows her child. Deep inside a mother's heart, unconditional love, hope, and goodness will last toward her child from babyhood to the grave. This is the definition of a mother's love. Have you told your mother Happy Mother's Day today? Amen. Amen. Amen.